What's up, guys? My name is Dede, and I'm from Speedhall TV. And if you don't like that, you don't like basketball, man. That's the best game I've watched all season long. The ups, the downs, the emotional roller coaster. You cannot pay for it to be. You can't script a movie screen to fit this into words what Monday will feel like for the sports world. For people that cover sports just like me. You don't know. This is amazing. Freaking amazing. Thunder up by 13 points. Leave it all on the line and basically let one man, not two, well, kind of two, but one man in everybody's eyes single-handedly took it out of OKC hands. Klay Thompson, 11 three-pointers. I think he hit 5 in a row at one point. You cannot. He broke the record for most three-pointers in a single playoff game. He was 11 for 18 from the three-point line, and at one point I seen him knock down two. When I seen him knock. He missed all his shots coming into it. He missed like a lot of shots back to back. Then he comes back. He just hits boom. He hits another boom. I started texting the rest of the Speedhawks. I was like, they're going to have to start respecting that man. Because they was playing Steph so tight and playing Klay loosely, and he was getting to the spots he wanted to on the floor. It was just giving to Klay. And when Roberson picked up his fourth foul, he picked up his fifth foul. Midway through the third quarter, they ended up putting Dion Waiters in. At one point, they had Morrow in, and they switched him out for Dion Waiters. They never put Randy Ford in the game. I wonder how their shooting guard rotation going to be once Roberson caught in foul trouble. Because I know when he fouled out last game, it was in the fourth quarter, and that's a totally different feel than when you get in big foul trouble like this in the third quarter. But they end up putting Waiters and Morrow on them, and Klay lit those guys up, ran them through screens. They're not the defenders. They're not the same, the same person as Roberson is on the defensive end. And they end up just taking over from there. I know when he knocked down like two, it came almost like he knocked down by 5, and he just kept on going. He didn't miss because he missed all the shots at the beginning, but he didn't miss them toward the end, and he just kept hitting every time he touched it. Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, it seemed like every time he touched the ball, the basket went in. Well, the ball went in the basket. But I know at one stretch going into the fourth quarter, he hit his 9th three with 8 minutes left in the game. And he didn't touch the ball again until the 5th minute. Well, until there was 5 minutes left in the game, which I thought was actually weird. So, he didn't even he touched the ball when it was 4 minutes. So it was 4 whole minutes that he was hot and he didn't get the ball. Curry tried to get his rhythm back, couldn't, so he deferred back to Klay. Klay went off again. And then Curry came back with the onslaught, and they couldn't do nothing about it. But all from the Golden State players and how they played, I'm getting the stats a little bit later. Let me touch on something. Kevin Durant dropped the ball. For this to probably been the moment that he was waiting on, he completely just said, you know what? I'm not even just really gonna show up tonight. I know he had 19 field goal attempts in the first half. That's the most he ever had, or it was the most in history. It's the most he ever had. I know this for sure. That's the most he ever had. I'm not sure it was the most shot attempts in history for one half. 19. That's a game's worth. And he ended up taking he ended up taking 31 shots. So he was. I can't even think what he was to start the half off. Well, to start the second half off, but I know he ended up with under 30 points for I think the first time. I can't think because he's been scoring 40 and 30 for a while now. But he went 10 for 31 for the field, seven rebounds. I don't care. He was just off, and then he turned the ball over toward the end, and I couldn't. Where was Durant? Where was he? But away from that, Russell Westbrook, he played amazing. 28 points, 10 for 27 from the field. Despite what you take from that and missing 17 shots, he still played amazing. Forget that. 9 rebounds, 11 assists, almost a triple-double right off the bat. Can't ask for anything more than the guy who's been doing the same thing this whole series. I also feel like Westbrook should have took over the game toward the end instead of giving Durant all those opportunities to be that guy to stop the onslaught. Westbrook should have been that guy because when he made his final couple shots that he took inside the 3-point line. But then he also ended up with 2 late turnovers, and so I guess you could probably say that. But he ended up with 2 late turnovers. I think they were like back-to-back turnovers. Draymond Green fouled him, but no call. It bounced off his leg, and another one, Iggy swiped it down off of him, bounced off on the one on the bounce. So that's 2 on Westbrook. No, so I take that back. Ibaka had 13 points. He was 5 for 10. He had 9 rebounds. Ibaka played how Ibaka been playing the whole series. He stand out there on those wings. He shoots his shots because he was out early in to make something. He shoots his shots, and if he see a long miss, he goes and get it. He's already taller, so they end up getting those long rebounds and 50-50 balls because of their length. Adams, he was 9. He had 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field with 9 rebounds. He kept them alive most of the time with his rebounding and also allowed them to have second chance points. He also had a tremendous dunk on Draymond Green, which would have been like my thumbnail for this video if it wasn't for Golden State winning. I probably think of something for Klay while I'm uploading the video. Roberson had 11 points. He was 5 for 5. He had 8 rebounds, but he had 5. He had 5 personal fouls, so it turned out not helping him later on in the second half. They set him down for almost a whole third, and that allowed Klay to come back, and then they put him in the fourth to try to stop it, but it was too late. The foul was already engulfing the stadium, so that was that. And to go to the bench, as in the last game, Waiters had 0 points. This game, he was 1 for 5 with 3 points, so that didn't help him all. Counter came in the game 4 for 5, not as rebounding because he only had 3, but he only played 10 minutes too, so I don't know if you can take that how you want to. Because he only played 10 minutes, yet he was 4 for 5 from the field, giving them offense. So I guess they needed more defensive prowess. So you take the how it is for Billy Donovan. But away from the Thunders, don't get it. But away from the Thunders, onto the Golden State side, Draymond Green came back and played this game. He had a game high 42 minutes, had 14 points, 5 for 11 from the field, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. 3 steals and a block. Classic Draymond Green numbers. He had 5 fouls, but he held that off almost for about 8-9 minutes of not fouling. Yet one of them should have been called. I will say that. But classic Draymond Green game. Harrison Barnes, 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field. Knocked down the time, the 3-pointer in the corner on the left side. Can't say nothing about that. Andrew Bogut played very well, and it seemed like his hands lost him at times because I know he fumbled around with the ball a little bit. They hacked him, sent him to the free throw line, and then Steve Kerr got him out the game. So it wasn't his fault. Well, it kind of was. He could make his free throws, but other than that, he played very well defensively and offensively, being a facilitator. Steph Curry had 29 points, 8 for 21 from the field. He's been shooting this under 10 field goal game lately. I know it's a lot asked for a man who shoot double digits on field goals, but his primary shooting is a 3-pointer. So we talk about it when he loses. We don't talk about it when he wins. So I'm just going to keep talking about it. He's not doing double digit field goal attempt because that's what I use. I had him in fantasy. So I'm used to seeing him with double digit field goal attempts. But playoff defense is different and whatnot. Let me get back. Then we got Klay Thompson, who led this onslaught from the beginning. Klay Thompson, 41 points, 14 for 30 from the field. A tad under 50%. 4 rebounds and 4 personal fouls, whatever, and 4 fouls, whatever. Out of them 14 attempts, out of them 14 made buckets he had, 11 of those were 3-pointers. So he only made 3 of the shots that wasn't 3-pointers. That's just dumbfounding. And OKC someone was contested, but if you give me a percentage, I know over 50% of those shots where no guy was within 2 feet of him contesting his shot in his face. Other than that, the only person off the bench was Iguodala. Well, let's not say that two people. Iguodala had 8 points, 3 for 6, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. He played a big factor. Defensively, he kept them in the game, holding Durant. You can say he held down Durant or whatever. I can agree with that one. So yeah, you probably can give it to Iguodala being the key factor in the game. A hit, a dark horse, as they say. Sean Livingston, he went 0 for 4 and played 13 minutes. The rest of the guys didn't even rush a single stat. Side note from that, Ezeli got his butt in the game and then had to get out. He got in, got 2 fouls, got to convert on the and one on another, so they got him out the game real fast. But in it all, this game came down to also the Thunder shot 13% from the 3-point line. Yeah, they shot 13% from the 3-point line. They only shot 3 of 23 from deep. 3 for 23. Like, that is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I can't fathom any more of it, but the game really came down to Kevin Durant and his shot decision, his play in trying to win the game on his own. That's how I took it. He probably took it as him playing his game, high volume shooter, because he said the last game you guys are with me when I'm making my shots, or when I'm taking 30 shots and making my shots, then you're against me when I'm missing my shots. So take that how you want it, but it came down to him, his play on his end, and on Klay keeping the Warriors, winning the Warriors this game. Really, Klay, I say take that back. The Warriors kept it close, and Klay was able to close the lead down to the single digits the entire game, and then a combination of him and Steph together, along with Iguodala on the defensive end, helped them propel and win this game. So, hats off to the Warriors. Like I said, best game I've watched all season. So many emotional roller coasters when you thinking it's gonna go one way or you think it's gonna go another. It was just amazing. And despite me saying that this was my favorite game, if the Warriors, or if it's not a blowout Monday by either team, the OKC could blow them out, or the Golden State Warriors could blow OKC out. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not a blowout, that should be the biggest game this season by far. Amazing. And you've now reached the 2 greatest words in sports. Game 7. I wish I could do the animation. Game 7. But my name is Day Day, and I'm from Speedhawk TV. You can check the outro. Never in my life.